I train, I study, I create. But some days I still lose. Porn, reels, games. Things I know are hurting me still manage to pull me back in. And every time I give in, I feel like I've failed. But I'm not giving up because deep down, I know I can win this. The addictions I'm struggling with are porn. With that, it started when I was about 11 years old. And there were a lot of TV shows and movies that made it seem normal, that it was just done by everyone. People would say boys will be boys, or it's just a natural thing that boys do. So I thought it was harmless. I thought it was natural. But over the years, I saw what it did to me. It changed how I perceived women, how I viewed love, and how I saw myself. It wasn't just a habit, it was a mental prison. And every time I gave in, I felt emptier. There's also reels with Instagram and YouTube. I never much cared for TikTok or Instagram before, but I found that once I started posting content, I myself started to get hooked. Not just on attention, but on comparison. See, I'd scroll other people's accounts thinking it was inspiration or motivation, but all I saw was perfect bodies, perfect couples, and their perfect lives. I told myself if I work hard enough, maybe I'll have that too. But instead of building, I kept on scrolling, and with every swipe, my confidence slowly chipped away. And then there was mobile games. It's just a card game on that phone of mine, but it's quick, it's easy to play, and it's harmless, right? But sometimes a 3-minute game can turn into 30 minutes, and before you know it, another hour's gone. I say I play to avoid boredom, but really I'm just avoiding life. But here is the weird part about me. I am disciplined. You see, I wake up early, I train, I study, but I suppose discipline in one area doesn't mean discipline in all. See, I was focused just on the wrong things sometimes. It felt like escaping one cage only to build another. And sometimes I wonder, am I really healing or just replacing one addiction with another? I quit porn, but now I seem to just scroll endlessly. And deep down, I ask myself, am I actually getting better, or am I just hiding in something new? Sometimes I train really hard, just hoping that girls will notice me. I catch myself thinking, if I get ripped, if I get well built enough, if I get that Greek god physique, maybe I'll finally be loved. But what happens if no one comes around? Do I suddenly stop training? Do I just give up? That's the trap with external validation. It always keeps your goalposts moving, so you can never really catch it. And you chase this feeling, but I think it will never be enough. And eventually, it will leave you feeling empty. And I suppose there's definitely a difference between self-improvement and self-obsession. One can build you, the other will break you. And these addictions don't ruin you overnight. They just steal your life, one piece at a time. And we lose time. The more I daydream, the less I find myself doing. Opportunities pass because I'm too distracted to even notice them. We lose focus. And you see, when we go on reels, they rot your brain. That's why people call it brain rot. You think you're engaged, but 5 minutes later, you don't even remember what you even watched. And we lose self-respect. Every time I give in to a certain urge, I feel like I let myself down. And that shame can feel very heavy. And worse than the addiction is the lie that you'll never change. That this is who you are. That's the most dangerous trap of all. But I am changing. And by the time this video does get uploaded, I would say I'm about 2 months free from porn and masturbation.
A great success!
And with that, I've gained time, extra time to train, time to write, time to build this channel. And when the urge hits, I redirect. I pick up a camera, I hit the gym, I create. That's how I fight my urges. But I still find myself slipping. But the difference now, I catch myself. I don't let the fall turn into some sort of spiral. You know, when you relapse and then suddenly you're binging. So how do I fight back? Well, first of all, replace your habit. Do not just delete, replace. You can train, read, walk, write, create, do something that builds you. Delay the urge. Maybe give it 10 minutes. And most of my urges usually fade by then. But if it doesn't, well, the next best thing is to, well, go pee. It's actually wild how often my urges are just physical discomfort masked as something else. So, yeah, hit the toilet. Next, you could block your triggers. Log out of platforms that know will trigger you. Block certain content, accounts. If it tempts you, remove it. And seek help if you need to. You're not weak for needing help. Another thing you could do is, well, build friction. Make it harder to relapse. Put your phone in another room or across the room. Make it harder to pick up your phone. Use screen timers if you can. And once again, avoid platforms that push thirst trap or toxic content. And you should also accept your imperfections, because you will mess up. But that doesn't erase your progress that you are making. Just get back up. Always. If you're struggling with this, I see you. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're just human. Like me. Living in a world that, well, profits off your pain. But you can break free. one decision at a time, one day at a time. Every time you choose growth over escape, you become stronger. You become stronger than your past. And if you're on a similar journey as myself, please let me know in the comments. Tell me what you're fighting and how you're fighting it. I'd love to help anyone or give you my perspective. And yeah, one more thing. Don't wait for someone else to save you. Be your own hero. Thanks for watching.